Hi guys, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel Kalanati. Today I'm going to be reviewing a highly anticipated book for me this year, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet begins when a woman named Rosemary Harper joins the crew of a spaceship called the Wayfarer. The Wayfarer creates wormholes, or rather they build or punch the interstellar roads between parts of the galaxy so that other ships can, basically speaking, travel instantaneously. Standard procedure to build a wormhole is to use two anchor points. You create a gate at one end, you erect a gate at the other end, and then you punch the tunnel in between them. This gives you a guide so you don't get lost. Ashby, the captain of the Wayfarer, takes a really well-paying job to create a tunnel from galactic common space to Toremi space, closer to the galactic core. The galactic commons is what you probably recognize it as something like the Federation from Star Trek or United Nations of the alien species in the galaxy. The Toremi are an alien species not in the galactic commons, and they are split into these tribes and factions that are constantly at war with each other, and they're not very friendly to outsiders either. But one Toremi tribe is going to join the Galactic Commons, and they want to create a wormhole to the planet that this tribe has taken for their own. The problem is that there isn't an easy hop to the other end of this wormhole. So they have to erect a gate at one end and then travel the long way round to this planet where they can erect the other gate and then punch the tunnel. Like I said, the Toremi are known for being violent and for turning on people at the drop of a hat for inexplicable reasons. So there are a lot of reservations about creating an easy access tunnel to a violent area of space, and the crew of the Wayfarer don't know what's going on. They don't know what kind of welcome they'll receive when they actually get to this small angry planet. The crew of the Wayfarer are mixed species. You have Ashby, the pilot. Rosemary is kind of the clerk who does the reporting. Corbin is the algaeist. Jenks and Kizzy are the mechanics. You also have Sissix, who is not human, who's a pilot. Ohan, the navigator. Lovey, or Lovelace, is the artificial intelligence. And Dr. Chef is, well, he's the medic and the cook. On this long journey, the crew have their ups and their downs, and the story is very focused on the individuals, on their species, and on their interpersonal relationships. And they do face a lot of problems that everyday spacefarers face, like pirates, but also being a long way away from those that you love, or trying to run as fast and as far away as possible from other people. I don't want my review to just be a if you liked this, then you will like this type of comparison, but it has to be said, if you are a fan of Firefly or of Star Trek, both things I am definitely a fan of, then this is the book for you. I have never read or watched a story that completely captures the feelings I had the first time I watched Firefly, but this book comes so close. The strength of The Long Way may also be its weakness in some people's eyes. I read this with a bunch of people, and many of us commented about how familiar the characters were. The characters are great, but they feel very recognizable. Many of us were immediately comparing Kizzy to Kaylee from Firefly, Ashby to Malcolm Reynolds. I personally thought that Dr. Chef right away reminded me of Neelix from Star Trek Voyager. Each character gets a story that develops them and takes them in a different direction so that they don't end up feeling like ripoffs or cliches or outright recognizable from other TV shows or other stories. You might think that initially, but I think if you get to the end of the book, you won't think that so much anymore. A few friends have also called this book comfort science fiction, and I'm going to blatantly steal that term because I think it is really appropriate. If you are new to science fiction, then The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet is a great entry point into the genre. It does have science and technology in it. It can have some pretty technical passages, but it is explained really well. It is written very well. Becky Chambers is a technical writer, which is something I have in common with her, and I am going to totally say that it's that expertise that makes her so good at writing about this stuff. If you don't know, technical writing, technical communication is explaining specialized subject matter to people who are not specialists in that field, so you have to bridge that gap in some way. And it's perfect for a science fiction book like this, which is possibly aimed at people who don't want the science to overwhelm their stories. The last thing that I want to say about this book, because I'm aware I've gone on for a long time about it at this point, is that the story is calmer than some people might expect. There is conflict, but a lot of the conflict, a lot of the struggle in this book is of the everyday variety, of the interspecies, interpersonal variety, and it isn't until quite near the end of the book where you get more adrenaline-filled danger necessarily, so be prepared for that. This is not a book that has interstellar war in it or something. It's really about the normal, everyday, average people who are just trying to do their jobs. And that is everything I have to say right now about The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. If you have read this or you want to read it, please comment down below. I'd love to talk to you, and I will be back again in my next video. Bye.